Future Pulse, VJ. This description for this session is going to explore how AI-enhanced CRMs are taking customer relationship management to new heights. So I'd like to welcome VJ to the stage.
Hello, everyone. This is Vijay from Future Pulse. So, who are we? So, we are a consulting and implementation service provider. So, we sell services, and we have chosen two platforms for that. That is Zoho and Salesforce. So, when we say we are a partners to Zoho and Salesforce, so we are authorized to engage with customer to sell licenses, to sell solutions, and also to provide the consulting services on these two platforms. So what's our philosophy? Yeah, yes, as I said, we are a service provider. So we work with clients, so we don't own the product, but we implement and provide the solution on those two platforms. But when we work with clients, so there is certain things that we follow. That is our core philosophy of why, what, and how. I think today in the morning session, we spoke about the why and what and explaining what are the processes that get involved in developing any of the software products, right? So the same philosophy that we are also adopting. So the why part is really understanding the client, yeah? So why, if any clients come to us to implementing a Salesforce or a Zoho, that means they have come up with some idea of the project. They want to do certain things in a certain way, so why they want to do it. So understanding that why part is very important for us, so that we understand the intention when we go along, work with that particular client. And the what part of it, okay, so you want to achieve certain things out of this particular project or program. So what is that we are going to do in those two platforms? Yeah, so that is called, I think, if you listen in the morning session, it's about the business requirements. So that is where the business requirement part comes into picture. And then in this, we say as a service provider, it might be a collaborative effort between you as a client and we as a service provider. We can sit together and we can talk and we can understand the why part, and then we can try to define the what part of it. So the how part of it is where our expertise comes in. So we, when we say that we are the platform, experts for the Salesforce and Zoho, we are certified, and we have learned their tools. We know what to do in their tools, what are the best practices, how to implement, and how to deliver the best solution to our customers. So this how part is what we will take care once we go through that why and what part. So the next will be quick demo on Salesforce platform. So we are just showing the Salesforce platform, but we can have a conversation on Zoho as well after that, yeah.
In this demonstration, we are going to be giving you a quick walkthrough of the Salesforce org. Now, as soon as you open the Salesforce org, you land on the home page. Now, the home page is typically customizable. You can add whatever elements you want in that. We have added different reports and dashboards to give you a quick glimpse of how the different charts look like and how the data table can be visualized in the home page. Now, if you pay close attention to the different tabs here, these tabs are called objects in Salesforce. Now, the lead object typically contains all the leads. So I'm going to quickly open the leads. And as soon as I do, I am taken to a different UI here. This is called a list view of the leads. Here, I have all the recently viewed lists. Now, if I change it to all open leads, this is how it looks. It's a combination of rows and columns. Each row is a lead, and then each column gives us a little bit more information about that particular lead itself. Now, if I have to delve deeper into a particular lead, all I have to do is click on one of them and I get to go further inside, and then a different UI appears. This is the contact card view of this particular lead called Mr. Jeff, and then the chevron tells us the stages that the leads have, and then currently this is in the open, not contacted stage. Here the activities shows you the different activities associated with this lead. The details give you a little bit more information about this lead itself, phone number, or any other information that you would like to record. The Salesforce allows us with different fields Now field types rather. You can store it as numbers, as pick lists, depending on how you'd like to store the data. And converting this lead is very simple as well. All we have to do is click on convert it here and then select the status. What happens is I get a pop-up asking me if I have or want to create an account or choose an existing one. Similarly, the same for contact and opportunity as well. Now, unlike us having to manually go to the opportunity object or the account object, type in all the information and then store the data, Salesforce allows us to directly do that with a click of a button, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So if I click on convert, I get an account for Jackson Controls created, a contact for Jeff created, and an opportunity for Jackson Controls again. So let's quickly verify that, shall we? I go to accounts and then I see that yes, it's created. I go to contacts and then yep, that's created as well. And then I go to the opportunities and then here I have Jackson Controls. Now let's see how we can work with an opportunity and how we can probably convert an opportunity as well. If I click the opportunity from the list view, I am taken into the opportunity again. On the details tab, I get more information about this, and this chevron tells us the different stages the opportunity has and then which stage we're currently in. Now, typically for an opportunity, we'd want to add what products or service that you're going to be getting from us, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing. I will click on add products. It gives me a pop-up with a list of all the products that are present. I will choose whichever ones I need, then I will click on next, and then it asks me to specify the quantity as well. So I will be choosing one. And once I specify the quantity, I am going to hit save. Now what happens is this opportunity is associated with these products, or rather these products have been added to this opportunity. Now the next step logically would be for us to generate a quote, and to do that all I have to do is click on new quote, and then here I am going to be adding the expiration date. The quote name is a mandatory field, so I am going to be choosing the quote name as well. The other fields aren't mandatory, so I'm just going to choose to save. Now with the simple click of few buttons, I have a quote created as well. The next step would be to send the quote across to the owner. So I will be entering the quote, and then here I click on create PDF. I am able to get a preview of how the quote looks like. Now this is the template that we have chosen to go with. We are able to customize this based on however we would like the template to be. So all the products have been added. Now if I'm happy with the quote, all I have to do is click on save and email quote. What happens is Salesforce enables me to send the quote to the person from here itself. So this is it. I'll add the subject as test quote 1 for our reference, and then I'm not going to be filling in any subject. And if I click on send, what happens? I've attached and sent. What happens is Salesforce now has sent that email with the code to this particular user, and then in a few seconds we will be able to see that the code has been received as well. So yep, that is a quick overview of the Salesforce UI. If you would like to know more about this, please feel free to walk onto the Future Pulse booth, and we'll be very happy to assist you. Demonstration, we are going to be discussing Salesforce and AI. Now, AI is the next big thing that's happening when we consider the technological advancements. AI is enabling us to automate multiple routine tasks and reduce human effort to a mere simple conversation with that particular AI. And I think ChatGPT is a wonderful example of this. Now, talking about Salesforce. Salesforce is one of those very few CRMs out there who have adopted AI and made very powerful features of it, which has literally reduced complex tasks to merely having a conversation with it or with the org. One such feature is Einstein. Now, Einstein itself has multiple aspects to it, like Einstein for sales, Einstein for analytics, for example. But here, we are going to be looking into one specific feature called Einstein Copilot. Now, from the word Copilot itself, we are able to understand that it's something like a companion that is going to be helping us navigate through our system, right? And that's exactly what it does. And I am going to quickly show you what it is. So we have Mr. Einstein here. We have enabled it. So let's start by asking a very simple question. So I'm hoping that you are all up to speed with our previous demonstration where we spoke about leads and opportunities and all of those. So I'm going to ask Mr. Einstein a quick question around the opportunities. I'm going to ask, what are the opportunities that need to be closed this week, right? And if I ask this, I've given my query. So right now Einstein is analyzing my request. It's going to compute the data. It's going to go through the database and check what are the opportunities. And there we are. It has given me 2 opportunities with the closing date, one on the 6th and the other one on the 8th. Now that is brilliant. Now let me ask another question to see if Einstein is able to deliver. I am going to be asking it to show me the opportunities with the highest amount. So show me the PPOR opportunities with the highest amount which I need to close this week. And then once I ask this query, again, Einstein is going to be taking my query, it's going to analyze, and then it shows me the opportunities with the amounts that is present there, right? So like the difference between this is the field. Like my first query was catered for just the opportunities to be shown, so it showed me the closing date and the stage. Now when I added the word amount in there, it showed me the amount for this as well. I know that this is the highest one. So if I have to prioritize giving importance, I would probably close the first one, give more of my energy and resources to the first one so that I can quickly close it, and then I can move on to the next one. So this is one small example of how Einstein Copilot helps us. Now, your question might be, does it work only for opportunities? Absolutely not. It's going to be helping you navigate things org-wide. So let's take another example, something which we haven't looked at before. So cases, right? I am going to be telling it, give me all the high priority cases. And then ideally what it should be doing is it should be giving me all the high priority cases. And then, it's analyzing, and there we go. We have all the list of high priority cases. If I click on view more, yes, I have all of this here. Now, I am going to be tweaking this query a little bit. I'm going to be asking the same question, but with one difference. Give me all my high priority cases, or rather, instead of that, give me all the open high priority cases. That makes more sense, right? So if I ask that, what Einstein should be doing is it should be giving me only those cases which are open and which are super high on priority. And there we go. We have 2 here, wherein these 2 are open and these 2 are very high on priority. So I will be able to get my service team to quickly jump on it or forward it to the necessary stakeholder so that we can take this forward. So this is one small example of how Einstein Copilot and AI in Salesforce helps us navigate through our tasks in the org. Now, the next thing that we're going to be looking into is an AI chatbot. Now, what's the difference between an AI chatbot and a regular chatbot? Well, AI chatbots don't need a service agent who's behind the screen who's going to help you navigate through things. It is all automated and it takes care of everything by itself. Now, typically in a normal chatbot, you need a service agent, right? The chatbot gets information and then the agent comes online and then you have a conversation and then they navigate things. We have configured this in such a way that there isn't a need for an actual person to get you through things. So let me quickly give you an example of that. A bit of context setting. Here we have Coral Cloud Resorts. Assume that you are a member of Coral Cloud and you would like to book an experience, right? So I go to the site, I have the chatbot here, and then it says, hey, I am here to assist you. So I am going to say that I would like to book an experience. And then I have sent this particular response to the chatbot. Now what the chatbot will do is, based on my response, it should ideally give me a counter response. So yes, it is asking me for my email address and my membership number. I have that handy with me just for our demonstration purposes. So I am going to be giving the email address and the member number. And then once I do, ideally it should be able to relate to the data that is present in the database and then go on to the next step. And yes, it has. It has asked me what experience I'd like to book. I am going to be saying that I'd like to book a mountain climbing experience. Mountain climbing challenge, is it okay? Right. a bit of a daredevil. So yep, I'm going to be climbing mountains. So when I give this, the chatbot should ideally come back to me with the next steps, which is, okay, it's giving me an explanation as to what the adventure is, and then it's asked me if I'd like to book the experience, the date that I'm interested in, and the number of guests. So the date that I'm interested in is, let's say, 15th of November 2024 for 5 people. So if I give this, now at this point, I would ideally expect this to get the booking done. So let's see. So we have a session available. Okay, it's checked for the session from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. There are 20 slots. Would you like to book this for 5 people? Yes. And then so I am interested to do this, and if all goes well, it should ideally book this particular session for me. And then, oh, it says the booking is successful. You and your group of 5 are all set for the mountain climbing challenge, number 15, and between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Is there anything else that I can help with? Nope. Now, so this is done from the customer or the front end. We'll have to verify this, right? So I'm going to take you to the org very quickly. This is the same org that we looked at for the Copilot, right? So I'm going to go home, close Mr. Einstein here, and then I would go into bookings. And if I go into bookings, yes, I have this. I have a mountain climbing challenge, Sophia. It says the 14th, because I'm on the recently viewed. So I am going to be looking at today's bookings. And oh, here we are. And then to confirm, I will be checking the date on the 15th for 5 people. Bingo. So that's how efficient an AI chatbot is going to be. And one more feature that Salesforce provides us with respect to its AI capabilities.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. As you can see, this is all done, configured without much of an effort within Salesforce using NLP. Yep. So there are tools provided within Salesforce so that we can take an advantage of AI, and you can do much more than this one. This is just the sample that we have shown. Yep. So the plus years is one of our customers that we have worked, implementing and enhancing the Salesforce. For them, I think the plus years, if you are from utilities or electricity sector, so they are the meter providers and meter data providers.
Let's go to questions. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, some crazy stuff in Salesforce that I haven't even known with AI Copilot and booking that flight. First question I have is, where is it going to go in the next 5 years, the CRM space? What role do you see that going soon?
All right. So I think as we saw the power of AI within the CRM platform.
Yeah.
So what it's going to do is all these platform, just to tell you that it's going to work with your business data. It is not going to work on any of the general data. So you need to feed the data. You need to provide the data to this platform to take advantage of it and then work. Yep. And then what it's going to does is it has many other, these platforms has many other capabilities like creating a knowledge articles and all those things. And then when you come to the providing a customer services, so there are certain things that are happening right now today, like when you reach out to any customer service agents or so they have to. The first thing right now, what is happening is all the CRM systems, they just collect the data and they don't do anything on it. But going forward using AI, the system is going to react to those data. So, for example, as a customer, you submit a case telling that my remote is not working. So, what AI will gonna do further down the line is like, okay, your remote is not working. Here are the knowledge articles. Can you try these steps? So then you try those, and then you tell that it still didn't resolve. So then that is when it will start collecting to the technical technician or someone to resolve or to have a call with you, right? So right now you receive the statement, and then the agents are sitting there. They will look at it, and then they will find out the relevant article and they may send it. But so those kind of stuff is going to be automated going forward.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Now, I know you guys not only implement Salesforce, but you also do Zoho. Differences between either of those, and which target market do you normally show which platform?
Yeah. So any big enterprises, like medium to big enterprises, their business process and the complexity is much more compared to small to medium, yeah?
Yep.
So that is when we pitch Salesforce, and also the cost comes in and the implementation timeline and all those things, because Salesforce is a enterprise-grade CRM platform which has a lot of capabilities and power when you implement the solution in the right way, yeah? So that is for that medium to enterprise sector is what we recommend the Salesforce, and then small to medium segment we recommend Zoho.
Excellent. All right. Any questions to the crowd? Anyone's got? All right, we've got Tal.
Thanks. So you mentioned an example of a business to consumer scenario. In a B2B case, when do you believe that CRM will be in a position to start looking at patterns and anticipating trends around, say, for example, dissatisfaction or level of satisfaction in a relationship between two parties?
Two parties, yeah, understood. When you use the platforms like Salesforce, there is a separate product called Experience Cloud. So what you build using Experience Cloud is the partner communities. I think to few people here, I think I have already explained. So the advantage of building a partner communities is that your internal sales team and also your partners uses the same tool, and also they uses the same product list to sell your services to your product. So you are not the need of integrating your partner system onto your sales system, or linking your products, or products and their line items, all those things will be taken away. So all you can do is you build a partner communities within Salesforce, and then you give them a login, and then tell them to manage all your opportunities within that particular portal. Yeah. So what you do is you build for your internal team, you build your knowledge articles on your products and everything within Salesforce, but your partners just log into that partner portal, they get access to all of those things, so that if they want to know on any of your products, they can just search within that community, and it will appear, and then they can just go through that.
I'd like a system that considers all of the conversations that are happening between me as a vendor and my business clients, and is able to see patterns in those conversations to determine the level of satisfaction that they have for our services, without me asking the question.
Okay, without asking the question. Okay, so yes, you can develop that particular automations within Salesforce, okay? So for example, you want to recommend some of the action items for your partners when they come into the partner portal itself. So when you think of AI, it all needs is a data to work with or to make some decision. Yeah, without those things, if your partners doesn't take any action on it when they log in, so then there might be, so for example, you are going through just take an example of partner onboarding, yeah? You might need few things for them to go through certain things so that they well equipped with your products or things, they know that what they are talking and all those things. So what we can do is, when they come to your, to the partner communities within the Salesforce or within your, CRM ecosystem, we can automate all those things, and we can provide, and then they can start having those, using Copilot, they can start asking those things, I have this doubt, what can I do next, and all those things. So if you provide all those data within those systems, probably it will help and assist them without reaching out to, to account manager or partner manager or something like that.
Excellent, VJ. Does we do have any more questions around CRM? What are your current CRM problems? Nothing at this stage? Okay.
I have one question, if I can. Along the lines of the introduction I had an hour or so ago about the fact that there's just a massive amount of change out there. And one of the issues that I see is just keeping businesses and staff up to speed with what's going on. You've got a unique position as an intermediary. You don't actually own the software, but you are consulting on the software. How should we be engaging with you or leveraging your business to be an educator of the change and assisting the adoption as Salesforce and Zoho are adapting and adopting AI so fast?
Yeah, good question. I think I just introduced one customer like plus years, right? So see, when we work as a consultant with the clients, so what we do is, these platforms has, they do have releases, here. They have a release cycles and they come up with new features and new enhancements, whether it is AI, whether it is on AI, whether it is on their platform. And then as a partners, we go through those things, and then if we are in that, when we are working with the customers, we go to the customers and we tell that, see, you are doing all of these things, and these are the new features which are coming up, which is the trend. Like, for example, if you want to take an advantage of AI, there are certain things that you need to do if you are using Salesforce, you need to do certain things. That is migrating some of your automation tools to a flow, because all the AI works on flow, because all their innovations and future enhancement will be done on flow. So that's how we go to the customers and we tell them to do the right thing so that they will get maximum out of the platforms.
Thank you, Vijay. Excellent. Now, if you want to learn more, please head down, check out his booth at the front, and hands together for Vijay. Thank you.
Thank you.